I'm doing a recipe and I didn't even grab. I'm so unorganized without Shane here. He usually gets me really organized. Um, oh, no worries, Sarah. Um, he usually gets me really organized. He does all the tech stuff so I don't have to worry about it. And I just worry about the food and the Thermomix. Oh, tell ya, the whole thing is a lot if you've not got someone else thinking about the other bits. But I think I'm good now. So we should be right. So thanks so much for being here, guys. And we are just recording my side of the Zoom tonight, hopefully for our people that are watching the replay. I'd love to see in the chat. So the chat is there. If you've got a Thermomix, if you do have a Thermomix, type in the type of Thermomix you've got. If you if this is your first time looking at the TM7, let me know in the chat as we go as well. So tonight I'm making a recipe which I haven't made before because we've only just got the recipe and it's in our new book, in our new magazine, which I do have a copy of right here, which will be at Woolworths or on the Mix Shop very shortly. I think one of the consultants might be able to tell me precisely, but I think it's next week it will be out. So, oh, look at you, Lynn. You've got one of all of the Thermomixes. You need one to finish your collection. Anyway, the recipe that I'm making is in this magazine. Oh, look, there's one there too. There we go. I've got magazines everywhere. So we're having fake away Mongolian beef noodles tonight. But before we get started, and I love that everyone's telling me in the chat there what they've got. That's so good. Thanks, guys. I can't really see it very well, but I can see it. Oh, tomorrow for the rest tomorrow, Kelly, for the oh, Kelly, are you a consultant? Are you Kara's consultant possibly? Because I have got a couple of consultants on. Yes, oh, very good. Welcome, Kelly. Kelly's joining us from, oh, you'll have to tell me where you are, Kelly. I know you're down south somewhere, but I don't know exactly where you are. I can't even read that. I need to get closer. Wronga. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Anyway, welcome, Kelly. I do have, what was that? Wodonga. Thank you. Sorry, I can't see all the letters. Oh, really? There you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, well, Kelly's your girl if you're ever going to have a face-to-face anything. Because I don't go to Albury. Although I do travel, so if it was something good, I might come. Radio, very good. Thanks for joining us, Kelly. So before we get started, let's tell you about what's included in the Thermomix. So $2,649 is the cost of the Thermomix. There are lots of different payment options available, and I will go through those at the end of the demonstration as well. But let's get cracking. We're going to show you now I don't know if this is the best spot for this screen, but anyway, hopefully I did it myself, so what can I say? I've already planned what recipes I'm going to make tonight, and I had to reset my Thermomix. It did an update, and it wanted to know if I wanted my week to be up the front, or if I wanted my modes to be up the front, or if I wanted inspiration at the front. So I quickly just selected the only one. I just went, oh yeah, I'll have my week. So already I don't even have to go into anywhere to find my week. It's just on my screen. But yours, you can set that differently if depending on what you like as well. So let's hit our recipe and get cooking. Now, there's a few other little bits and pieces of this recipe tonight. Like I said, I don't know why. I don't know what came over me that I decided to make a recipe I've never made before for our demo tonight. But this is how easy the Thermomix is. I'm proving that it's you just follow your nose. So let's hit start and get started. So I'm going to place a bowl. and I'll just go back to me. I'm going to place a bowl on top of my mixing bowl, and I'm going to weigh in my beef. So I've just got a piece of rump steak that I've sliced into thin slices, and I'm going to chuck it in there. And it's a little bit under, but that's okay. That's just, I trimmed it a little bit. And we're going in with some Chinese wine. So this is just, as soon as I go to the next, I should just be on here, sorry. As soon as I put the put the beef in, it ticked it off. And then I'm now going to put my wine in, and it teared it back to 0 for me. So my integrated scales there are working beautifully. There we go. We've put that wine in, and we go next. Then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of bicarb soda. So this is velvet, I think it's called velveting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's called velveting the meat. And you can choose to wash this off, or you can actually cook with this. I'm gonna rinse mine because I don't like the idea of eating bicarb soda much. So there we go, 2 teaspoons of bicarb soda, and then set it aside. And I'm just going to give it a stir around as well. Make sure that meat's covered in the wine and the bicarb. Stir, stir, stir. And we'll set that aside. Has anyone done that and cooked it with the bicarb soda? Have any of the consultants already cooked this recipe? Oh, Lynn, you have. And did you cook it with the bicarb? Yeah, okay. Well, maybe I should. Try and talk me into, try and tell me why, Lynn, between now and when I have to put the meat in, and I'll make a decision. And now we're also preparing some noodles, and this is very simple. I bought the fresh, just fresh egg noodles from Woolies. You just pour boiling water on them and set them aside. And these are the ones that I bought. I just thought I'd keep the packet to show you. And they're in the, these were in the fresh pasta section, you know, where the cold pasta is. They were just at one end of that. So they're a fresh Hokkien noodle. That's what I'm making with these tonight. So it is a Mongolian beef noodles is what we're making. Rightio. So now we're ready to actually start cooking in our Thermomix. We're going to put in our oil. Again, my scales are back to 0, which I'm still getting used to because that's a new thing with the TM7, not having to hit tear all the time. So I'm still getting quietly used to that, but I do love it. It's one less thing that you've got to do. Oh, now let me see this comment. Oh, can someone just read that out to me, because I can't read it. Anyone? Oh, okay. And what did Lynn say just above you? Oh, yes, you do, Lynn, of course. You eat. Oh, I didn't think of that. Excellent. Thanks, Lynn. You've talked me into it. Rightio. So I've got some garlic. I've got my oil in there. I've gone in with some garlic and some ginger. Okay, I go next. I put the lid on. That's so funny when I said I don't eat bicarb. Oh dear. And I've chopped. So now this has automatically, I'll just show you the screen. It knows that, sorry? Oh, no, whoever's talking is not on mute. 3 seconds, speed 7, and we just hit play and it will lock and chop that. Excellent. So now we have got that chopped. Let's have a look. I'm not sure who that is, but can we just go on mute if we're not talking? Just because I've got a bit of feedback, and maybe you, Lisa, can you just go on mute? Whatever you're tapping there's given me a bit of a... Oh, that's okay. We're having 2 demonstrations. Very good. Radio. So now we're going brown onion. And I've got my rest of my ingredients here. Let's bring these over. What kind of risotto, I wonder, are they having at Lisa's house? Two carrots, and they've been sliced. A whole thing of broccoli, pretty much. Well, actually, it was a whole thing of broccoli, and a red capsicum, and I've chopped it into little pieces. So that all pretty much stays, I'm assuming, all stays whole. So then we're going to cook. We're going to pop the lid on, and it's now going to cook 7 minutes at 120 degrees, speed 1 in reverse. Now, with the Thermomix, if the blades are going clockwise, they are sharp, so they will chop. If the blades are going in reverse, the back side of the blades is blunt, so they just stir around. So because I'm on speed 1 in reverse, I'm not chopping up those vegetables any further, and they're going to just be stirred around and cooked in there. And you might be able to let Jo in, please. And then you might be able to assign her as co-host, so you don't have to do it. Can you see to let her in? No. Oh, no, that's okay. Oh no, maybe someone else did it. Oh no, it's done, so it's good. Thank you, whoever did it. One of the random people who I assigned. Oh dear. Anyway, so now that's cooking. So now when the Thermomix is cooking like this, so we've got 7 minutes where it is, oh, thank you, Sarah. We've now got 7 minutes where we don't need to be with the Thermomix. So this is where our time saving starts, where we can actually multitask while we're cooking. And I know if you guys are busy, everybody loves to not have to be standing there with your full mental capacity thinking about the recipe or thinking about stirring something on the stove or something like that. Okay, so that's what it's doing now. So you can, I don't know, what would you do if you had 7 minutes to yourself? You know, you could tidy up, you could, I don't know, yell at the kids, do a reader. I don't know, 7 minutes. You can pretty much do anything in 7 minutes. Bath a child, whatever you need to get done. But it's not going to burn anything. It's not going to overflow. The Thermomix is completely cool to touch now. So even if you did have little hands around, they can't, touch that or anything like that either. Good to know that because it's on the, because it's on the low speed, if I wanted to give it a little stir, I could lift it up. It would stop immediately as soon as I lifted it up, and I could give it a stir if I wanted to, which I'm actually loving the stirring of the TM7. And then as soon as I put the lid back down, then it just continues cooking. So that's a really safe thing as well, because even if someone did lift it up and put their hand in there, they're not going to hurt themselves either. So yeah, excellent. So we've got lots of TM owners, different model Thermomix owners. Excellent. Oh, and your husband just bought you a Thermomix, which you'll be getting in August. Well, isn't that lovely of him? What a good bloke he is. We need more husbands out there like that, I reckon. Tell him I think he's a good fella. Rightio. Okay, so now while we're cooking, let me tell you something else about the Thermomix. So we were talking about about Cookidoo before. So about how my Cookidoo and my week is actually on the front of my screen. Oh, Beck just needs to be let back in. Sorry, Sarah, if you could just let Beck back in, that'd be lovely. So my Cookidoo is on the front of my screen. However, there is some other things that you can do with Cookidoo if you're not actually on the Thermomix. So Cookidoo has had a complete revamp. It has had a complete makeover for the TM7, and it's even more user-friendly than ever. So the things that you can do in Cookidoo are meal planning. So we can actually plan what we're going to cook each night into the meal plan like I did tonight. From there, you can actually make a shopping list and then tick off what items you've got in your Cookidoo app. So you can actually take that to your pantry and tick off what you've got, what you need. And then from there, you can then connect to Woolworths online and order your groceries, or you can do yourself a really good shopping list that just is easy to read and easy to navigate in the shops as well. Lynn says, if I already have Cookidoo, how does that work? Yeah, so Lynn, when you get Cookidoo, when you get your TM7, it will actually have a little thing to say to basically tell your Cookidoo that you now have a TM7. They'll merge together. Your extra 3 months Cookidoo subscription will be added to what you've already got. And then, yeah, you just go from there. There's nothing new that you need to do. It'll all be on there for you. So that's really good as well. Yeah. Okay, so other things in Cookidoo is that you can put your own recipes in Cookidoo. So we do Cookidoo lessons where we actually teach you how to navigate Cookidoo, but then we do an advanced lesson where we can show you how to either get a recipe that already exists and make some changes to it and make it your own recipe, or you can put in your very own recipe that might be grandma's chocolate slice or something like that that's been in your family for a generation. You can actually convert that to Thermomix and add that into Cookidoo as well. So yeah, very good, Lynn. I'm pleased that you like the idea. You do nothing, so it's all good. Oh, that's not the right button. Oh, that's not either. Oh dear. See, this is where Shane comes in handy. So as you can see there on the screen, I've got some of my converted recipes. So they're recipes that I have already converted over to Cookidoo, or I've just made changes to a recipe that already exists as well. And then, within Cookidoo, you can favorite the recipes that you like. You can make collections and stuff like that. So it's really easy to navigate and find your recipes. So we've got over 90,000 recipes in here. So that can be a little bit overwhelming. You're never going to get through all of the recipes. So it's a really good, good thing to have a play with. We've got an app on the phone as well. So you could be just scrolling, watching telly or whatever, and you can actually be favoriting some Cookidoo recipes, making a collection that you want to try, and that as you go as well. Rightio, we've only got 6 seconds here, and I'm ready to stir again, but I will resist the urge to stir. Joe Picton has joined us. Well, welcome, Joe. So we have got, I should just mention that we do have a few consultants on tonight. So we've got Lisa and Georgie, Kelly and Joe. And let me know if there's any others, because I can only see a few people. Yes. Yes. No worries. Is that Joe? I always record Joe, but I don't have Shane tonight, so I'm sort of. I'm, what was that? Oh, were you? Oh, see, this is what happens when Shane goes away and leaves me. Okay, so now I'm transferring this. So our veggies have been stir fried. Okay, I'm transferring them into a thermo server. Now, if you don't have at least 2 thermo servers, talk to your consultant. You need to get yourself a thermo server or 2. Okay, rightio. So there's our stir fry veggies. I'm going to give that a scrape. Oh, they smell delicious. That ginger smells amazing. Rightio. Now, it wants me to put the noodles in there as well. So I'm going to do that while actually, I might do this and then I'll come back to that. Transfer into the bowl with the noodles and keep it warm. Next, clean and dry the mixing bowl. I'm not going to do that because I don't ever do that. And now I'm going to put some oil in. I should note that if you ever need to clean and dry your mixing bowl before something like a pavlova or something that's temperamental, please make sure you do clean and dry your mixing bowl for that. But if it's just the same flavours, don't worry about it, okay? Now I'm going to put my marinated beef in, and I'm going to really trust Lynn, and I'm going to put it in with the bicarb soda, okay? Straight in. I'll let you know at the end if I will do that again. And because we don't want to wash that the Chinese wine off either, do we? So yeah, well, I'm just going to trust the process, Lynn. Rightio. So now we're doing 7.5 minutes. It's doing intense 160 degrees high heat, and for 7.5 minutes. So we're going to hit play on that, and then that starts. Now, meanwhile, over here, my noodles hopefully will be cooked, and I'm going to fish them out of here. Oh, yeah. It said separate them with a fork, but I don't have a fork, so I'm going to leave them a little bit longer, actually, my noodles. But really good cooking or, heating stuff like this in a thermoserver is a really good way of doing it. We can even cook pasta in a thermoserver. So talk to your consultant about, like I said, about getting a thermoserver, because everyone needs a thermoserver. They're really handy, and you can do lots of stuff in your thermoserver while your Thermomix is cooking as well. Rightio. So talking about thermoservers and how to get one, I'm going to press this button and hopefully, there we go. Host rewards. So you're thinking, oh, Gemma, how am I going to tell my consultant that I want one of those? Well, all you have to do is invite 2 of your friends along to either one of our online demos or to your own demonstration at home. And you are eligible for host rewards. So as you can see, we've got the oval thermoserver and the round thermoserver. Now, these host rewards are limited time. They're only until the end of the month, which I know we are running out of time before the end of the month. But good news is we will have a brand new host reward catalogue come the 1st of July. So stay tuned for that. And we always have got online demos and stuff like that that you can invite people to as well. And I know there is a couple of hosts tonight, so I'm not sure exactly who they are. I'm not that organised tonight to be able to know who my hosts are and who's invited who, unfortunately, sorry. But yeah, anyway. So while that's happening, I am going to now transfer my noodles into I actually might do it the other way around. I might empty my water out and then use that round. It makes quite a lot, this recipe. Have you made this recipe before, Joe? Have you made it yet? It's the Mongolian beef noodles out of the magazine. No. Sorry? Oh, sorry. No, I wasn't trying to put you to shame. It's just that it's our hero. It's one of our hero dishes. What? Oh, yeah, no. It's our hero dish. So I can't believe actually how much it's making. It's gonna be too much for both of my thermoservers. So I'm gonna stir that through. Oh. Thank you, Anne. I've made Anne and Sarah co-hosts tonight, Joe. Yeah. Uh, thanks, girls. I appreciate it. Okay, so I've decided after all that I'm now putting it in the oval, and I'm just going to put the meat separately, and then I'm going to mix it up in a big bowl because I'm not going to have anything big enough to do it. But there's my noodles and my veggies are done. So I'm putting my lid back on there, and that is actually really full. Oh, okay. Has this recipe been on Cookidoo for a while? I wonder. They've just revamped it. This is what they sometimes do with our magazine, is they just find a recipe that everyone's liking and they sort of take new pictures and they revamp a recipe that was popular. Meanwhile, I shouldn't have put that noodle in my mouth, because just excuse me for a sec. Oh dear, I tell you, this sort of thing doesn't happen when Shane's here, Joe. I'm now about to choke, but that's okay. Choking live on Zoom, and you'll be able to see my last moments. I'm so pleased that it freezes well, because I told my girls tonight that this is what we're having for dinner, and I think they've both made themselves toast. So they might not be. They got too hungry waiting for me. So they might not be eating it tonight, so I might have to freeze it. So I hope that it does. I hope it does freeze well. Yeah, that's so good. Excellent. Rightio. So as I was saying before, we do have our Cookidoo lesson. Everyone that registered for tonight um, will get a little invite to that, probably tomorrow when I get around to doing the email. But you will get an invite to come along to one of our free Cookidoo sessions. Like I said, if you want to know how to actually make your own recipes onto Cookidoo, come to the advanced session. Otherwise, just the regular session is for you. Rightio, we're going well here, Joe. It's called Fake Away. Well, and if you're on your TM7, let me just go to the screen, which is this one. Yeah, so you can go if you're wondering what you're cooking, you can go to your control center, which is this screen, and it actually has a timer. So if you had put something in the oven, you could pop a timer on. I can see what recipe I'm actually doing and how much time I've got left, which is really handy. I could use the scales if I wanted to, like, I don't know, if I was making bread rolls as well or something like that, and I wanted to weigh them as I was going. And also your pre-clean is in there when you're finished as well. So you just, yeah, that's all easily accessible in that recipe as well. The other thing I'm really loving about the TM7 is that if I wanted to, I could just scroll and it would let me know what's happening next. So I could get ready for that next step without interrupting where I'm up to as well. But then I always can just go back to the current step and it will take me back to where I'm up to as well. Can you read those comments to me, Joe? Because I can't get it big enough tonight. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting. And I just made veggie stock with some new TM6 owners, and we were talking about the sound. Um, I never realised that the TM6 was making noise until this one is literally silent. There's no sound. Like, and I can't. I keep going to like touch it or feel it to see that it's on. It is completely silent. So we're on the intense high heat, and I can hear it sizzling a little bit, but that's the only sound that I can hear. So yeah. Transfer seared beef to the bowl with the noodles and the vegetables, and cover and keep warm. So I'm going to put the beef in a separate one. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. We're really that has the bicarb, I think, has made that really quite like a bit like, well, actually probably exactly like the Chinese restaurant. You know how it's sort of it's like, well, it's velvety, Joe, because I velveted it, but it is actually like velveted. That is the word for it. So there you go. That's yeah, like it's let me have a look. Hang on a sec. I can't do my cameras tonight, Joe, but you can see. Oh, you probably can't really. Oh. You just have to take my word for it. It's like um almost shiny, but like a sheen. It's got a sheen to it. Oh dear. Rightio, we've transferred it in there and it's going to keep warm. We're now going to add the oil, more oil, and we're going to make our sauce for it. And it tells you to use vegetable oil, but I've just used my nice olive oil for the whole recipe. So hopefully that's okay. Oh, I was meant to only do half my beef. Oops. Yeah, but yeah, so I should have only done half that guy go and then half this go. That's okay. I did it all together. But at home, when you're doing this recipe, only do half at a time, because it will probably brown it more if you did half and half. But look, it's cooked, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh well, I'm just going to cut a whole 7 minutes off this recipe because I've done it all together. You could easily, yeah, that's right, exactly. Follow me for more hints and tips of just not cooking it to the recipe. Um, but if you wanted to cook it all together, which would be quite okay. I guess you could up the time as well if you wanted to. So I'm just gonna go next through those steps so that it thinks that I've done that, because now I'm going to do the sauce, and I don't need all that oil probably. Oh, exactly, Lynn. That's actually my whole that's what my whole brand is based on. You don't actually need to have any skill to do this. Rightio. I've just poured the oil out because the oil obviously was for the second cook of the steak. Okay, so let's just tear that. And now we're going to do the sauce, like I was saying before. So let's go 75. And so we've got a little bit of water. We then got some soy sauce. And the tick off of the ingredients only happens if you do very close to the amount, because otherwise it thinks, oh, maybe she's winging it and she's doing something else. So, oh, there we go. And some veggie stock. So I just made veggie stock with my friends over on the other session. So if you're not making veggie stock, if you've got a Thermomix and you're not making veggie stock, make sure that you put that on your list this week. And if you're getting a Thermomix, this is going to be the first thing that you make, vegetable stock paste. And this recipe calls for chicken stock paste, but I use veggie stock for everything. So you're allowed to do that as well. You can change that up a bit as well. Some oyster sauce, 60 grams. Oh, good, Lynn. I'm so pleased. Oh, there we go. Chance. Half your luck, Lynn. Although it's pretty warm down here now as well, Joe. We're pretty good now. Um, oh, I'm menopausal. Oh, I'm actually menopausal. I'm ready to take my jumper off. Now I'm putting in some brown sugar as well. 40 grams of brown sugar. Tick that off. I've got pepper, a little bit of a squirt of pepper. And some corn flour. And I'm really hoping I've got some corn flour down here because I didn't grab that. Oh, that's not fair. A little tip, if you are, now I wonder if I can show you. If you are, if you're cooking in a Thermomix, that just shows you what a messy cook I am. But I've put the corn flour in and I've put it either side of the middle so that it gets incorporated. Don't put it in the middle on your little doobie, because you'll end up with a little lump of corn flour there and it won't cook in. And now some more of the Chinese wine. Shucksing wine. Thank you, Joe. Excellent. Rightio, and now we're just going to cook that for 5 minutes. And, oh, fake away Mongolian beef noodles. And now this is cooking for 5 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. Silently. No sound. It's, oh, well, Joe, it's there. It's called Mongolian beef noodles. That's what it's called, but it's fake aways in brackets. in, you know, 66 and 99s. Oh, okay, there you go. Very good. It definitely is there because I found it today. So yeah, it's definitely there. Yeah, so if you've got a filter that, if you've got a filter set that you only want to see TM5 recipes or only see recipes from Australia, then sometimes there'll be a recipe made, say, in America, but we all like that. You that doesn't come up. So just if you, for ever any reason that you can't find a recipe, just go into your filters, untick all of them, and then you'll see everything, and then maybe just limit it down again. So yeah. Only, oh yeah, Lynn, that's me too. That's the only filter I have too. So Lynn's just saying she's only got English ticked, and that's the way to go, I reckon. Because yeah. Okay. Good night. Are you not having dinner, Molly? Oh, okay. So one child's come to tell me that they're just going to put themselves to bed tonight. So I don't know why this is they've had toast, they're going to bed. They can't wait for the You can put some in a container for you. Okay. Close the door, please. Thank you so much for you. Good night. Love you too. They would never do that if Shane was here. Have you ever seen them come in here to say good night whilst we're being live? Yeah. The wheels are off because Rigo's not home. Okay, let me tell you. Rightio. Let's talk about how you're going to pay for a Thermomix, because this is the thing. This is the hardest part, is paying for it, because everybody would have one if we were giving them away. So the best way to get a Thermomix at the moment is for free. So $0 up front. You join our team. We send you a Thermomix straight away. You join in the fun, and like, we have so much fun, don't we, Joe? We do. We do. And you get to come on board. You've got 60 days to make 6 sales, and that means that the Thermomix is yours for free, basically. Well, actually, not basically, actually, free Thermomix if you sell 6 Thermomixes. If you don't sell 6, you will get a discounted Thermomix, and yeah, you can still stay on the team. We'll have you anyway. We do have lots of other payment options if joining the team's not for you. Our next favourite payment option is, oh, that's our favourite one, earn your Thermomix with $0 up front. But our next favourite is Humm. So if you don't have the $2,549 to pop on your credit card, or pop on your PayPal, you can pay interest-free with our friends at Humm. Now this works out to be just over $25 a week. I have not met anybody to date that I can't help save $25 a week by getting a Thermomix. So just, if you are worried about the cost of the Thermomix, make sure that you speak to your consultant about that. This meal, for instance, the only thing I actually had to buy for this, I'm just trying to think, I don't want to tell a lie. The only thing I had to buy for this was the noodles and the meat and the capsicum. I think I had pretty much everything else. But this, if I was to go and buy a noodle box for my kids and myself, we don't ever get away with any kind of takeaway for under $50 for the amount that they order. Actually, $50 would be a good day, I think. Noodle boxes definitely be more than $50 for the four or five of us. So this is a really there's an article in the magazine about cooking one meal extra at home, or having friends around and cooking something like this, and having noodles and something like that is like a fake away, and not going out and buying it to save money. So if you're interested in saving money with your Thermomix, please talk to your consultant. We've got lots of resources and stuff to help you be able to fit a Thermomix into your budget, using your grocery budget as well. Yeah, cool. Sorry, I was just reading that comment, but it was about the English. So yeah. So we now transfer this into the beef and the noodles, and we serve it, and we're done. that's done. I can't believe it. It's a really quick one. So I'm going in here. Oh, sauce smells amazing. I'm going to give that a bit of a stir around like that. I'm going to put that, I'm just going to pour that in over my beef. And like I said, I'm going to go together with that when I'm going to put all that together in a nice big bowl upstairs and plate it up nicely. So that is our beef and our noodles and our veggies all done. We're ready to go. I have got some chili and some spring onions that are going to go on top of that as well. I'll have to put a photo in the wrap up email because you're not going to see me plate it up tonight because I need to put all that together. But what I am going to do, I'm going to say next, I've done that and I've finished, and it gives me a little song and dance because yay, Gemma's finished the recipe. I am going to put some water in that and put it on a pre-clean. So the Thermomix is even smart enough to wash itself up or start washing itself up. You still need to give it a bit of a scrub sometimes or pop it into the dishwasher. And I'm going to go pre-clean. And this is another thing, that the pre-clean is now completely silent. So you get to choose which pre-clean you want. I'm just going to say, oh, not that one, universal, and go play. And before, our pre-clean was quite noisy, so sometimes I couldn't even keep talking while it was pre-cleaning. Now, completely silent. This is pre-cleaning, no noise, love it. Yeah, any questions? Mm. Yes. Yeah. It is. So you can actually just press on the calendar, you can press back and it will actually go to days previous. So if you cooked something 2 weeks ago, you could actually go back, 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 and you could grab that recipe again. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You could. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Any other questions, ladies? I think it's only ladies tonight. I say ladies, and there's always a man on when I say that, but I think it's only girls tonight. Excellent. Okay, I must have covered everything because there's no questions. So that's what I like to hear. Let me just hit end for our friends on the recording.